Yes.
So we're here at Caesarea, and this is, if you look over here, that's Pontius Pilate's residence. It was King Herod's palace at Caesarea, and there's archaeological proof that that's where Pilate lived. And then part of this complex is the courthouse of Caesarea. And there's not a lot of sites that are absolutely certain in Israel that this is where that happened, but this is one of those sites where there's no question. This is where Paul appealed to Caesar, where he was on trial in Caesarea. So you can see it, the outline. You can see the outline right here. And look here, this would be a mosaic that goes back to that time. So I'm just going to read some scripture from what happened in this location. This is starting in Acts 25. Now 3 days after Festus had arrived in the province, he went up to Jerusalem from Caesarea. And the chief priests and the principal men of the Jews laid out their case against Paul, and they urged him, asking as a favor against Paul that he summon him to Jerusalem, because they were planning an ambush to kill him on the way. Festus replied that Paul was being kept at Caesarea, and that he himself intended to go there shortly. So said he, "Let the men of authority among you go down with me, and if there's anything wrong about the man, let them bring charges against him." After he stayed among them not more than 8 or 10 days, he went down to Caesarea, and the next day he took his seat on the tribunal and ordered Paul to be brought. That's right here. This is the seat of the tribunal. When he had arrived, the Jews who had come down from Jerusalem stood around him, bringing many and serious charges against him, and they could not prove it. Paul argued his defense. "Neither against the law of the Jews, nor against the temple, nor against Caesar have I committed any offense." But Festus, wishing to do the Jews a favor, said to Paul, "Do you wish to go up to Jerusalem and there be tried on these charges before me?" But Paul said, "I am standing before Caesar's tribunal, where I ought to be tried. To the Jews I have done no wrong, as you yourself know very well. If I am a wrongdoer and have committed anything for which I deserve to die, I do not seek to escape death. But if there is nothing to their charges against me, no one can give me up to them. I appeal to Caesar." Then Festus, when he had conferred with his council, answered, "To Caesar you have appealed, to Caesar you shall go." And that all happened right here. And we could continue reading in Acts 25 and 26, and more of that historical episode happened right here in Caesarea.